It's a lovely night, partly cloudy with highs in the mid-70s. Traffic and your extended forecast after this word. Smegma. Heaven's well beyond your reach in every conceivable sense. Talking to the empty air is good practice for your conversations with women, and your parents, and everybody. You breathe deeply, inhaling the night air. It smells like cheap deodorant soap and vinyl fabric. Whoops, you're standing too close to yourself. You always shoot for the stars, Larry.
A full moon, lost wages at my fingertips, and so many women to be embraced. Maybe some of them will even be awake for it.
If you could take the moon down and give it to just one woman, who would you give it to?
Barbarella.
I meant a real woman, Larry.
What are you trying to tell me? Ow!
Wow, Larry, there's a little bit of animal in you after all. Small, hairless, and pathetic, but an animal nonetheless. It tastes like the underside of Neil Armstrong's boot. Keep practicing, Larry.
Apples! Apples! Apples for sale! Get your fresh apples here, only $1.
You know, most guys look kind of shapeless and dumpy in a barrel, but this guy really carries it off.
Apple? Just $1.
I'll call you.
You sniff the barrel guy carefully, swishing his aroma around in your mouth before spitting it out.
Right? Piquant and musty, with a flabby finish. And I believe you're starting to oxidize.
Yes, but I'm also smooth and rounded.
So I see.
You have this barrel confused with your neighbor's rain barrel back at home. That's the one that gets your special additive.
Hey, you'll get your turn in here soon enough.
Hey, mister! I presume it's mister. I can't see under your barrel.
The name's Tim Tibbetts, and you are...
Larry? Larry Laffer?
What's your question, Larry?
Well, I see you're wearing a barrel, and I figure this can only mean one thing. You're going to go over Niagara Falls.
Interesting.
Furthermore, since Lost Wages is near the West Coast and Niagara Falls is near the East Coast and you're already in the barrel, you must be super wealthy. They'll never let you on a commercial airliner dressed that way.
Your mind works in strange and mysterious ways, Larry. Actually, I'm broke. That's why I'm dressed this way. Wanna buy an apple?
Let me think about it. It would be kind of cool to buy an apple from a really rich guy. Hey, Tim!
Larry!
How's the apple business?
Not good. I'll be sleeping in my pants tonight.
Ha! You eccentric rich guys! You crack me up! Here's $1. I'll take an apple.
Thank you, sir. Here you go.
Ew.
Looking at the telephone pole gives you an inferiority complex. Then again, you get an inferiority complex looking at a Vienna sausage. You run your fingers over the telephone pole. Then, as you frequently do, you sniff your fingers. A bit of the creosote soaks into your skin and lungs. Might as well cash in your IRA, Larry. You won't be needing it. It tastes like creosote and missing pet signs. Given that creosote is pretty toxic, you probably just shaved a few years off your life. Way to go, Larry. You dribble a few drops on the telephone pole just to add your own unique scent to the ambient aroma. The Lost Wages Skyline is really something to behold.
They say if you watch carefully on a dark night, you can see gamblers jumping out of windows and burning up in the atmosphere.
You'll need to get closer or have much, much longer fingers. The architecture just doesn't speak to you. Your tongue is too short to reach those buildings, but if you keep up the stretches on those Jane Fonda videos, who knows? You'll need to build up some muscles if you really want your stream to reach those buildings from here. Try John Bastow's legendary Bladder VHS series, or Richard Simmons's Urethras of Steel. There's a fence running along the back of Lefty's. In fact, there are fences running in and out of Lefty's all the time. You can neither pull down the fence nor climb over it. You can simply admire it for what it is.
What it is?
Lefty's fence tastes like sweat and desperation. Oh, no, wait, that's you. You relieve yourself against Lefty's fence. It feels good to know you're one of the in crowd. A sense of foreboding washes over your heart when your eyes slowly examine this dark alley. It seems to be just outside every public area in Lost Wages.
Ow! No! Oh! 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 Ow! No! Oh.
Larry, didn't your mother ever warn you about going into dark alleys? Somebody's offering a reward for the return of a lost Bernese mountain lion. And a local band called Rosella and the Iceman is opening for the Captain and Tennille next week. Leave the posters where they are. They could be useful to somebody who can actually read. They smell like fresh mimeograph. You waggle your equipment at the posters. They say nothing. They're better hung than you are. It's a taxi call box.
Taxi!
It smells like scrap metal and dent filler. That's not the kind of tip the cabbie is hoping for.
I got better things to do.
You haven't perfected your hook shot yet.
Taxi!
It's the taxi you just hailed, Larry. Have you been damaging your short-term memory again?
I got better things to do.
Taxi!
Hey, Mac, where you headed? Hey, you got vodka? Let me have a sip of that. That's delicious! Hey, thanks for the drinky drink!
Uh-oh, Larry. Let that be a lesson to you, Larry. The cabbies in this town are notorious drunks. Never enter a cab carrying anything that's obviously alcohol. You slam down the shot of cheap booze, then with a flourish, break the glass on the floor. Pretty dramatic, huh?
Taxi!
The cabbie isn't here for your sparkling conversation, Larry. Get in, or he's liable to leave.
Okay, guy, where'll it be?
Powerful artificial pine scent has soaked right through the glass and steel.
Use it and lose it, bub. Guy?